The 40 days of rain mentioned in the flood prophecy is a watch every year, but the rain in the larger Bible prophecy is a rain of fire and brimstone caused by the impact of an asteroid from the tail of a comet. In Revelation 12:3 and 4, this comet is called a red dragon that casts the stars to the earth with its tail. There are multiple layers of meaning to this, but one layer connects this event to the Draconid meteor shower, which occurred before the sign of the woman 7 years ago in 2012. The Draconid meteor shower was the sign that occurred in 2012. The sign 7 years ago was the warning of the real event, and 7 years represent completion in the Bible. There is also a 40-day period between the Draconid meteor shower and the Leonid meteor shower every year. This 40 days of meteor rain occurs in 2019 from the Draconid meteor shower on October 9th through the Leonid meteor shower on November 18th. The Bible prophecy leads us to this window of time, and it even seems to highlight 2019. What's interesting is that the appointed time of tabernacles in the north will end on November 18th this year, the 7th and 8th day of tabernacles. This is also the end of Passover and unleavened bread in the southern hemisphere, culminating at the end of that 40 days of meteor rain. Also notice that this year, in 2019, the 3-day window for Passover occurs from November 9th through the 11th. This connects back to a strange warning that occurred in 2011 about a comet called Elenin. In 2001, after the 9/11 tragedy, George Bush declared November 9th, 11/9/01, World Freedom Day. 10 years later, on November 9th, 2011, 11/9/11, UNESCO performed the first test of the emergency alert system in a drill called Exercise Pacific Wave. At the same time this was happening, on 11/9/11, asteroid YU-55 crossed Earth's orbit at exactly midnight, and that same year, on 9/11/11, asteroid YU-55 and comet Elenin both reached perihelion in perfect alignment with each other exactly 10 years after the 9/11 tragedy. Asteroid YU-55 was 400 meters long and the twin towers were 417 meters tall. Comet Elenin was discovered by Leonid Elenin, which some people speculated meant Leonid on 11/9. In 2011, Elenin reached perfect alignment with the Sun and Earth on the Standard Feast of Trumpets and reached its closest point to the Earth on the Standard Feast of Tabernacles. There were exactly 40 days between the Elenin alignment on trumpets and the YU-55 passage on tabernacles. All of this also connects to the movie Deep Impact, and for some strange reason, Back to the Future. In the movie Deep Impact, the comet was discovered by a boy named Leo, and the comet was named Ellie, meaning extinction level event. In the movie, Titans are sent to destroy the comet, and a space shuttle Atlantis is sent to stop the comet. Also, the Orion project is mentioned. In real life, Project Orion was created to deflect an asteroid that could collide with Earth. In July 2011, the space shuttle Atlantis launched its 33rd and final mission. The Leonid meteor shower is on a cycle of 33 years. The movie Armageddon also features a space shuttle called Atlantis, and in the Bible, the Battle of Armageddon starts after an asteroid hits the Earth. Also, in the 1998 movie Deep Impact, a spacecraft landed and drilled on the comet, and on November 12, 2014, a spacecraft landed and drilled on a comet for the first time, and a month later, on December 5, 2014, the Orion spacecraft was launched, another name mentioned in the 1998 movie. The 1985 movie Back to the Future cites both 9/11 and 11/9. It also cites the date November 22nd, which was the date of the final Elenin alignment in 2011. And it can't be a coincidence that the movie also uses the dates of both the Orionid meteor shower, October 21st, and the Taurid meteor shower, November 12th. Then the movie's world tour launched on the Leonid meteor shower in 2015. All three of these are meteor showers that occur between the Draconids and the Leonids, the 40 days of rain. There is much, much more to this that we've covered before, but the point is that the connections between these events cannot be coincidence. Is it a warning of some kind? For more on why 2019 and 2020 are significant in Bible prophecy, see the links here. Thank you to those who make this work possible. If you like this video and want to see more like it, please consider providing support using the link below or at indigoflower.net. I hope you're doing well, and I'll talk to you next week.